So I'm having Zach, who owns Ginger, ride Cooper, which is her horse. I'm going to get mixed up here. She's riding Ginger, which is Zach's horse. So we had them switch horses. It's a really good idea to change horses because you get in a habit, your horse gets in a habit, you fall into a rut like any kind of relationship does. So we're switching. Zach tends to ride a little forward. Cooper tends to ride a little back. Ginger rides a little forward, and Jeannie rides a little back. So we've done opposite: forward horse, backward rider, backward horse, forward rider. So it's just a good idea to change things up and see what happens. This is a grand experiment. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I want you guys both just to walk down the arena. Feel their back feet. So the difference in posture is amazing, you guys. Okay, come on back this way. So it's going to be really interesting if Zach, your forward and your upper body moves him along, and Jeannie, if your words in your upper body slows her down. They both look like they're moving differently than when you're on your own horse. Do they?
The moment I do something different, she wants to go forward.
That's Ginger.
So Ginger, as soon as you give her a cue, she's like, "Let's go off to the races."
Yeah.
Cooper, you give him a cue, he's like, "Let's talk about this." Are you sure? So I want you to make a little room and just do that bend where you bend their ribs out of the way and tip their nose. We're just going to do the basic stuff. So hand up, Jeannie, there you go. Okay. Well, that was going to be our next move.
Sorry. I thought bend meant bend stern.
No, just right now, just see how Jeannie's just bending, getting the rib. And see if you can get his nose with no hand. So point that toe out and slide it. There you go. There you go. Come on back out this way. They're both looking at those weeds by the rail, and they're like, there. Now go ahead and spin, Ginger. So get her ribs and then just ask her to float that front all the way around. Sit over her hocks. Same with Cooper. Less hand, Zach, more leg.
They also decided to hang out together.
So does this feel different than normal?
Oh, yeah.
By a lot, right? And Ginger's not usually this mellow, and Cooper's not usually this up. It's perfect.
Yeah, I'm thinking, what are you talking about? He's like super responsive.
This is good. This is an experiment going well so far.
And I'm struggling to get her to do what I know she'll do really easily.
So open that leg more, Zach.
Inside?
Inside. Well, you only are in it to get the ribs, and then you open it and sit out into that outside foot. And more calf, less spur. There. So that little jump you got was you poked him and he was like, oh, oh. Okay, open that right leg and get in that left foot. Good. Okay, let's walk over this way. We'll do the same thing again, just we'll cleanse their palate a little bit.
Same thing?
Yep. This time though, just bend the ribs and then go right into the spin. Okay, that's good. Now left hand up, right hand down. There. So bounce it, don't just hold it, bounce it.
I was trying to do no.
There. See, before he was on his front, he wouldn't rock over his hocks. You brought that hand up, it brought him back, and then you had a really more active turn.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because he needed you to get back more. Where on Ginger, it's kind of a let's go more.
Yeah.
Okay,
She getting back on her hocks the way she should.
let me see. Just pet him a second. He's been pretty good.
It's been really good.
Okay, so Jeannie, I want you to back her. So this is where you're a back rider. You're on a forward horse. Where are we going to end up, right? So come on out and do that again, but I want you to back her into the spin, okay?
Okay.
Let's just get her thinking about getting over her hocks from the very start. Back her. Now go right into it. Ah, look at that. Okay, pet her, pet her. We don't want to ask too much of them.
That was
We want both these guys to be like, okay, I can do that. All right, I'm going to be the center. I want you to spread out either side of me, and we're just going to trot a circle, okay? And you can't catch up to the other person, and you can't fall
So
behind.
we're going in one big circle around.
Yep, you'll be on one side, Jeannie will be on the other, and you can't gain or lose space for the other rider. So Zach, stay there. Jeannie, just come right over here. And pretty big circle here.
I have a feeling we're gonna need that.
Okay, come a little more. Just so you're completely opposite. Okay, sit. Okay, go ahead and pick up your trot. Keep it a big circle and don't gain on the other person. Oh, Jeannie's picking up ground. Zach's losing ground. Jeannie's gaining. How you going to fix that, Jeannie? Rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. So the backward horse is calm, chill, kind of doing his little thing. The forward horse is like, hey, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yeah, let's do forward horse coming up now. Let's try to speed him up.
So why don't you speed him up a little, Zach? Slow her down a little, Jeannie.
But in the trot only, right?
Trot only, yep. So Jeannie, sit back a little bit. Zach, this is where that forward body pays off.
So do I look forward?
No, I'm just giving you a hard time.
No, I know, but curious.
No, you look way lined up right now.
Okay.
And Jeannie, pull your upper body back just a little. Okay, we're back pretty close to even. So just rate down to a walk and stop, flip them, and let's go the other way. It's not as easy as it seems, is it? Okay, hold on. We're going to get... where are you going? Okay, stop, stop, stop. Everyone stop. You're right on the money. Okay, go ahead and pick up your trot. So Cooper's brought you into balance.
Yeah.
Jeannie's trying to cheat and make a bigger circle.
Notice that.
Jeannie!
Try to be
That was funny. One day Skip had me ride Bugsy. And Bugsy was the best behaved horse I've ever ridden.
Keep going.
someday.
With no timer or nothing. He was awesome.
Okay, so interesting.
Walk.
You're gaining. Yeah, let's go ahead and walk. You gained on them.
Okay.
Now it helped that she went 12 miles that way
Yeah,
before
so
she came
a lot of
back.
it depends on how big your circle is.
That didn't hurt your cows. Okay, how do you guys feel about trying it at a lope?
Sure.
So this is where it's really gonna show, because he's gonna settle into this kind of quiet little lope, and she's gonna want to go like crazy. So let's walk out, make a little bigger circle still. So Jeannie, stay there. Zach, just a little further out. Okay. Go ahead and just from the stand, see if you can just pick up the lope right into it. Nice. Okay, the slow horse is gaining on the fast horse, but the fast horse went to Montana before she came back.
Yeah. I tried to go a little farther out.
Okay, now this is where things are starting to show, right? Zach, you look pretty calm and easy going, and he's easy going. This looks good. Jeannie, wow. So, how do we break that down?
Well, yeah, if I pull back too far, she breaks down.
So, you have two tools, rhythm and position. Get on her back feet more. Go ahead and pick up the lope. And ride her back feet a little more, In rhythm. Oh, wrong lead. Stop her and pick up the right lead.
Oh, whoops.
Interesting. So far, the forward rider and the backward horse have come together to find a happy medium. The backward rider and the forward horse are still working things out. This is actually really interesting. So, if I'm going to draw a quick conclusion, you don't want to have a super forward horse or you're going to have some issues. Okay, let's go the other way.
All right.
Oh, your latigo's hanging. So Zach, just come complete opposite of me.
Okay. Keep off because I break down.
So you got to find that happy place between I'm going to trot, which is body position, and I'm going to slow my lope, which she'll respond more to rhythm, I think. So we're going this way. Okay, so ask her to lope right away. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Rhythm, Jeannie, rhythm. So both horses have been working cows a fair amount lately. So they're reacting. He's a little tired, he's cool with it. She's a little overactive and is up from all that cow work. They've been cutting. Okay, she's kind of coming to you. Sit back a little bit. And if she starts to break down, just use your calves, just a touch. You guys look like you're made for each other. Okay, Jeannie, you're getting her. You're getting her. Lean back just a little. There. There. Back a little. She's leaning in, but that's fine. Let's not worry about that. Okay. Go ahead and break them down to a walk or stop. That's what we're going to do next. Okay. So at the walk, it seemed everything was even, cool, no big deal. At the trot, you know, we were still pretty close. At the lope, things began to show. So what I want you to do is one at a time. Let's just run towards that fence, sit hard, and see if you can back your horse with no reins.
Okay. How far?
I mean, like back halfway.
Oh, you mean how far to back up? Just like two, 3 steps. Okay. So I just want them to hit the brakes, come back a couple, and relax. So don't go all the way to the fence, just that direction. Okay, you ready?
Sure.
Hit the brakes. Okay, Now he moved to the side, so what's that tell you?
Yeah, so I was.
You're a little to the left. No biggie, you got a stop in the back. He automatically began his back. Okay. You're not going to have any trouble getting to the stop. Just sit hard.
Yeah. Don't launch over the fence.
Just sit really hard. Okay? Go ahead and go. Hit the brakes.
Ginger, you gotta hit the brakes, man.
Okay. Come back and do it back towards us. Just do the same thing towards me. Sit harder. You can't be this sort of you got to really throw it down. Really throw it down. Right there. Hit. So not so much your upper body back as your hips. You got to just throw your hips into it. Okay, let's try it one more time, Zach. See if you can keep them straight. Don't let one leg come off and put all your weight in the other leg. Sit hard. Perfect. Now just pet on him. Tell him he did a great job. Because he really did.
Stayed straight.
GD's like, man, whose idea was this?
I'm like, Skip's a genius. You're like, he's a fucking asshole.
Okay. Go. Hit the brakes hard. There you go. Now pet on her. Pet on her. That was it.
Better. Closer.
That was it. Okay.
Ginger, that wasn't that bad.
She's chill. Her head's down. She's relaxed. Okay, this time I want you to charge over, hit the brakes, back, flip them back to me, and then stop. Don't take off. So you're going to hit the brakes, back a step or two, flip them, and then pet on them.
Okay.
So the way
let's talk about this.
So the way you're going to flip them.
Exactly. So is this a flag flip, or is this we're bending and trying to train?
You're gonna hit the brakes, and then I want you to look and open that leg. You're not gonna bend them around. This is
So
a
it's
turn.
flag flip, though. I mean,
Yeah.
That style.
It's
Okay.
It's like you're on a cow.
Yeah. Okay. Ready? Let's go. Come on.
Hit the brakes, back straight. Now flip them. Okay.
That was weak.
He tried. So
did.
come on back.
I meant weak by the driver.
Okay. Go. Leave. Hit the brakes. Back and flip. Okay. It's a start. So they're used to other people's body language. So they're kind of trying to, okay, we got the stop. And then they're like, what are you talking about? Your accent is too thick. So I want you to
Looking at it.
hit the brakes. This time you're probably going to have to use a little more hands. Sit hard so they come back under you. Look. Look directly back and open that leg.
All right, ready, Coop? Come on.
Hit the brakes. Nice. Back. Look. There.
Better.
Pet on him. That was it. That was it. You just got to sit harder. Because that's a big horse.
Okay.
I know she can feel a fly, but she wants you to really kind of say, hey, there's not a cow to guide her.
Okay.
You got to be the guide.
Okay.
Okay. Sit hard. Back. Look. Okay. She's ready to go.
She is. Like, where to now?
Yeah, she likes to go.
Okay, let's do a couple just along the fence line right here. Okay. Well, we'll use that fence as a barrier that they know that they're going to fly back through themselves.
Yeah.
So let's just.
Ride down the fence, break, and turn into the fence.
Yep. So we'll go down this fence line here. You'll hit the brakes, flip into the fence, and come back. Okay. hit the brakes, turn into the fence. Don't worry about all that backup. Just sit over his hocks and flip him.
Okay. Come back or no?
So I don't want you, the backup should happen because your seat's asking him to come backwards, not so much that you're tapping your legs.
Okay.
So really what I want is a hard stop and a flip back. Let's try that one more time. Hard stop. Look. Okay. Pet on him. He gave that some effort.
But you wanted me to come back though, too, right?
No, I just want you to make that turn and then stop. That's fine. Okay, Jeannie. They're both liking this teeny bit of work and then a long break.
Long break, yeah. It's working out okay that way.
They're like, yeah.
I can do this.
So I get an hour break for every 15 minutes at work. Okay, so you're gonna sit hard and look into the fence. Look back. Okay. Good, no pet on her.
Oh, we're good.
Okay, let's switch back to your normal horse.
Oh, somebody's happy, somebody's not so happy.
I don't know. You're doing really well with it.
That's what I say. I'm happy to stay
Yeah.
there. I mean, you might be happy to go back. I don't know about
I'm
him.
not sure. He's going to see me and go, nah, never mind.
Whoa. Light.
My big old fat ass.
No,
Jeannie's getting my habit of a loose cinch.
I ride a little.
I like it. I should do that.
Okay, Jeannie, go around behind Ginger and let's do it while Zach's tightening that cinch. Okay, now you're on your old horse, but in a different saddle, which still feels a little
Yeah.
change. Okay. Hit the brakes, flip them, pat. Okay, come out. Let's let Ginger have a run at this. How's it feel to be on your old horse?
I like it.
Kind of familiar, huh?
Took me a minute to remember I have to cue him to go.
Okay, Zach. Okay. Now, the interesting thing is, you held your from him, you had to ask him to go forward. Her, you just kind of release her into it.
Right.
So you asked her to go forward, and she was like,
Yeah.
gone. And you're used to her, where you're like, release it, and he was like, well, what do you want? So
I gotta say, Cooper was awesome.
it's
Thank you.
it's such an interesting thing to switch horses, and I think
He's awesome.
for people watching this, if you have the chance to get on a different horse that's safe, I'd do it because it's really teaches you different moves and how to adjust to different horses. So we'll keep going here.